100%. My work life is much more enjoyable now because I don't have to do that commute 5 days a week, which is unnecessary because I can do everything that I did at the office here. It's got every piece of equipment I need. There's just no need to go to Leeds other than for meetings and so forth. I was encouraged to just go to the Harrogate Home and Renovation exhibition. I had no real purpose to go. I just thought I had some time. I thought I'd go and have a look round, see what there was that could interest me. And I came across this stand, and it was Dan's stand from DB-Space, and I was so intrigued by it because it was quite a big unit, you know, steel structure, and I just asked, what actually is it? What is it you're selling? He said garden rooms, which can be home office. And that got me intrigued into thinking that could be of interest to me.
I was aware that John was a bit unhappy about going to the office all the time, and it's just the general rat race of things coming and going, and I just felt that he needed this space, and if he's happy, it makes me happy too. And we just kind of like really bought into the idea of having the garden room.
So we had Dan round, and he gave us an overview of what could be done and put a quote together. And initially I thought, wow, you know, it's at a cost, but I thought it's a change of life, you know, and I thought it's potential there to go with this. So I looked at various other companies. They're doing a similar project, but they didn't do, you know, they weren't offering what Dan could do because it was a steel structured frame, 20-year guarantee, best of materials, and what sold it to me in the end was that Dan oversees every single job that he takes on, and that meant a lot to me because he was in control of the project. And I realised quite obvious that the other companies were just interested in getting the order. Delivering the end result perhaps wasn't there, the finish wouldn't be as I would want. And I knew from Dan's meeting him in person and seeing what he'd done, he'd encouraged me to go see a unit that he'd done and install, and we were so impressed by it. It just sold it to us that there was nobody else that could do it other than Dan. Yeah.
Really what's come across to me is that Dan's passion for his DB spaces that he provides for people, it inspired me because he was the first person that we saw.
Yep.
And he was the person to do the job, and I said it right from the word go that I said if anybody's going to do the job, it's going to be Dan.
The one thing that encouraged me to keep with Dan was that there was no sales gimmicks. You know, what he offered was exactly what he was prepared to provide at a fair price. There was no inflated cost, or if you do it now, it's a reduction of this. It meant nothing to me, didn't that, because they were just trying to buy the business instead of present it in the way it should have been. Yeah, so it just reassured me that Dan was the only guy to do it for us. I can't believe that they had from groundwork to finish in 12 days, and they worked through horrendous weather conditions.
It just rained so much.
The wind.
Had 3 days of rain, solid rain, and they didn't stop. They didn't need to come into the house.
No.
They made their own drinks, and they were always very polite and courteous. And you know, it's what you want when somebody comes to your home, that they treat it like their home. It was very respectful, and they're just lovely guys.
Yeah. I would say working with DB-Space, Dan and the team, nothing was too much trouble. It was exceptional service, and the finish, the quality, attention to detail was there. You know, the care, it was fantastic, and we couldn't have wished for better. Yeah.
What do I think? Well, I just think they're amazing. They're a lovely team. You know, they're clean, tidy, professional, and you know, you can tell it's a passion rather than just a job.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. No, it's an addition to the property, and we had the house valued before and after, and basically what the unit cost I've done we've got back in the equity that's in the house now, so it's 100% worthwhile doing. If you've got the space, do it. Yeah. And do it with DB Space.